Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last time we were able to obtain some evidence concerning the death of an attorney, Robert Hammond. And now Miles Edgeworth is accused of murdering that same attorney. So now it's up to us. Well, after some time of refusing Phoenix to defend him, he finally caved in because of a picture that we showed him, and that is Misty Faye, the mother of Mia and Maya Faye. And that pretty much sealed the deal, and Edgeworth decides to ask Phoenix to defend him. And so here we are. So let's begin the first part of the trial of Turnabout Goodbyes. So I guess we're going to begin in the lobby, right? Yep. Yeah, because be aware that sometimes the chapter begins straight in court or at the defendant lobby. You never know. Karma? That's right. Manfred Von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. Oh my, this is a little loud. Let me lower the volume here. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god. Please. Oh, we're about to figure out how he wins his case later on in this last story. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred Von Karma is a man to be feared. It's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. First clue there. He taught me what it really means to be to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty. What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. Didn't he say the factor of 10? Never mind. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Huh? Speaking of Mia. Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Alright, here we go. Let the trial begin. Excuse me one second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I had my nose got itchy. It's a little stuffed up when I woke up this morning. So not only do I have a bottle of water on standby, I have some Kleenex just as an in case if my nose gets itchy again. Alright, so let's go to the court. And here is where we're introduced. For the record, this is his one and only game that he'll ever appear. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Yeah, meet Manfred Von Karma, the undefeated prosecutor. They say that he's never lost a trial in his 40-year career. Oh, and another tidbit, they'll also say that he's never taken a day off, which is an exception. We'll figure that out later. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well. Your opening statement, please? Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. It should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight this? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident, now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. And so we get our next piece of evidence, the overhead map. 1 second while we take a look at this map. So yeah, basically this is the whole area of Gourd Lake. So as you see, the car representing sorry, dropped the controller. Yeah, I was trying to avoid not dropping the control, but oh well. Oh, thankfully it pushed the button that's changes screen. All right, so on the top we see the SUV where a lot of heart is there. We have the boat shop next to it, and of course down in the middle is the hot dog stand where Larry works at. All right, so let me switch back. All right, to testify to the court about your arrest now. Oh, sorry, because I was in the court record. Testify to the court about your arrest now. Wait, I met Mr. Von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Also, not guilty too, dummy. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. Alright, so we have the first testimony, the arrest of Edgeworth. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. Man, this guy's really... Never mind. Let's just keep going. Alright, so he said that a man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. So they head towards the scene of the crime as quickly as they could, and that's where they found Mr. Edgeworth. So knowing the detective, he didn't suspect him of anything at all. But since he was the only one there, well, they had no choice but to arrest him. Let's press him on this one. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. So we had to arrest Edgeworth. Alright, let's press him on this one. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe? That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was the decisive evidence. How? What about the pistol made it? What about the pistol made it a decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order, order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Alright, our next piece of evidence is the pistol. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective? Yes, sir? Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the pistol matched the ballistic markings on the bullet matched the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean by ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well. I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these bullet fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Alright, so first let's take a look at this bullet. Found in the victim's body, fired from a .22 caliber pistol. Alright, let's also take a look at the pistol. The murder weapon, the .22 caliber, fired 3 times. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Alright, that's all we know. For now, that is. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order! This is bad. Excuse me. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess. which will last 10 minutes. Yeah, this guy is very precise on his recess time. Sounds very fishy. Judge? Yes. What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now. But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Alright, so we're back at the lobby. Oh, yeah. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot the man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry. It's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No. Of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck's going to run out. Really? Whoa, Wright. Don't jinx this case any worse than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh? Sorry. Whoops. Alright, we're back in court. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. Alright, here we go. Witness's account. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in the boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake, but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, This is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove you from the court if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There was no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order, order. Sorry, I hit my mic. I will have order. One other thing, whenever Von Karma says objection, like he'll say like in a like a mean voice, like objection. You'll see. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant... Well, wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. I'm not even gonna bother with that. Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Alright, here we go. It was Christmas Eve. Okay, so I'm gonna press all but this one, because we need more info. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. But wait now. I'm the one who says that. Well then, say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. I heard this bang, so she says that she heard a bang coming from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Alright, let's press on the next one. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Let's press him. Let's press her further. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Alright, so then she heard another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not a meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? So, and she also says that there was hardly a thing on the lake but the boat. Let's press. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. Let's press. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor... You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick, a lot of testimony is fishy. Nick, real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Oh, wait a minute. Who was that? It was me. Maya? Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him. I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No. Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order! 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 I'm not gonna say it 6 times. You are in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. Overruled. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lauderhart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. In the anime, it was a bit different. So I recommend you see the anime of Phoenix Wright. I care not for this a melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction in here, or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. Alright, here we go. The last statement. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think so. Oops, I picked the wrong one. My bad. Yeah, my fault, my fault. I picked the camera, I was supposed to pick the photo. Sorry, wrong one. It was the photo. Sorry, wrong one. Gotcha. Gotcha, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her to not say that in her testimony. Please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart? What? Could you see the other defendant? That night? Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Whew. Alright. So how Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. You used binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Whew. You're right. It was cold. It was a cold night. Oh my goodness! My nose is getting stuffed up. I hope I don't get a cold again. Whew. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is press. Yeah, might as well. Let's press on all of her her statements. So how could you see Edgeworth? Now just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me. So full of jokes. So, once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic. This issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. He's not letting her answer any of my questions. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright? Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press about the camera further? Well, yeah, of course. This is a make it or break it time. The camera is of most importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set up to take pictures of meteor showers. You know what? Here's something that I'm going to do. I'm going to suspend here. Because remember, just in case if I do make a mistake, I can always go back to it. So yeah, this is another good feature. Whenever you're in a testimony, before you present any evidence or press for information, save the game for me. Save the game first, and then go back to it. Just in case if you make a mistake, just set the game and start from your save point. Plain and simple. All right, so let's present the article here. Oh, yeah, I made a mistake there. As you can see, I made another mistake. So yeah, you're given five chances. You mess it up, and that's basically it. I think I was supposed to present the camera here. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Oof. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Let's show some evidence. Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that. Sorry. Let's see. You proved that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. Oh, I have proof. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well. Let's see. And no joking around this time, please. Here is the proof. Here is the proof that the witness was trying to photograph the Gordy of the lake monster. Wasn't Phoenix supposed to say that? Huh, that's weird. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here is this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order, order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But as she so succinctly, yeah, I can't pronounce certain words, said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine. I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Alright, here we go. Lada's new testimony. Alright, this is actually the last one. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else I look at, so I just wanted that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time. I crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Oh, now what? The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Huh. That would be a first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we already heard her testimony that she's not actually a student at a university, but in other words, she's a freelance photographer. Kind of like Peter Parker, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think this is the 7th one. I don't know, because I'm trying to count here. So yeah, she's a freelance photographer. Alright, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I really could use those dots from later games. It helps. I mean, it really helps. Oh, so let me present the article here. Miss Hart, were you really looking at the boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it. I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy. That's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Ugh. Order! Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you would need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing. Really. I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. Kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, y'all got the photograph. You got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting it in this. Right? That's why I took this photo in. Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it, but you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll be prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do? Well, let's make her show that enlargement. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this picture, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because, oh, is that a bit of hesitation I see? But because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. Mm-hmm. Busted. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Yeah, he's hesitating. Miss Hart? Show the photos to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Is this... I think, I don't think it says it, but the photo has been updated. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Mr. Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo. Somewhere. You see it very clearly. Everyone, right? Y'all see it very clearly. Now, look at the pistol. Let's see some... Oops. Wrong button. I always forget to press the A button. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Now, look at the photo there. Where is the gun being shot from? Do y'all see it? Y'all should. Alright. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? Alright. Object to the enlargement. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. Well, what might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what strange about this photo. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is switch here. It's just right here. I gotta be very careful where I point it, so. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that that left hand contradicts. So now I have to present the pistol to the court. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because I'm having trouble trying to move with the controller. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding the pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Whew. We made one save. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Well, the victim himself. There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There is no way it could have been suicide. Order! Order! Mr. Von Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Alright, so the autopsy report has been updated. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for the trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. The court is adjourned. Whew. Oh, wow. Alright, so we're back at the lobby. Phew. That was a close one. Hey. Don't you have anything to say? No. I have yet to be declared innocent, Wright. Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake? What happened out there on the lake, on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right? What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear you say that, Edgeworth. Jerk. I requisitioned a transcript of Lada's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Alright, so we get the deposition of Miss Hart. And that's it for the first trial. Trust me, this is far from over. We have a long way to go before the end of this game. So next time we meet, we are at another investigation so we can find more clues. So until then, everyone, take care and God bless. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and share with all your family and friends. If you're enjoying my content, consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to click that bell to receive notifications for new videos. Take care, and God bless.